We are live in Shakespeare's happy hour. The drinks are going, and you know what this means? It's gotta be May. Welcome to the May 1st show. Mayday, mayday, mayday! Oh my God, please don't sue me, Timberlake. Oh my God. Now you wanted to sue me because other than you're just tired of the meme, that might be a reason to sue me. You know what? Sue me, Timberlake. Come at me, brah. Do it. I hated your face, actually, when you were on the Disney Channel way back in the day, because, like, we're the same age, and it was like, why do you get to be on the Disney Channel? And my mum pointed out that, well, because you have talent, and that was the thing. But also, you auditioned. I did not. But other than the fact that I didn't audition, I should have been on the Disney Channel. I'm not saying I want your life now. It seems very complicated, but I like my life. But yeah, I wanted to be on the Disney Channel. That's a weird way to stop the show. Didn't realize that was going to happen. Well, anyway, welcome to Shakespeare's Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour. We've got the drinks. We've got people pouring the drinks, and we have not one, not two, but three groups of guests. 4 total guests, 3 other cameras. It's gonna be amazing. We have someone who's already appeared on Shakespeare's Coffee Break, Jade Devere. Jade Devere is here. Jade, hello, how are you, love?
Hi, I am fantastic. I wanted to do something, fun and ethereal and with big sleeves.
Oh, I love the sleeves. You're like Kelly on Superstore. That's fantastic. It looks also like you're auditioning for one of my plays. Like,
absolutely. Well, I was preparing because I've really wanted to audition for Midsummer Night's Dream for the longest time, and I have a couple monologues prepared.
All right.
Sort of. Do you want? Can I do one?
You can do one. I'm not sure if it's going to matter at all.
Okay, this is one. This isn't actually Titania's monologue, but this is one of my favorite Shakespearean works. I don't have it completely memorized, so I'm going to cheat a little bit.
All right. Well, let me...
Dear General Kenobi, many years ago thou served my noble father in the Clone Wars. Now he beggeth thee to come again and aid him in his struggle with the Empire. Sadly, may I not be there with thee in person, my request to give. My ship of late hath fallen under siege, and thus my mission to bring thee to my cherished planet of Alderaan hath failed. Yet have I deep within the memory banks of this brave R2 unit stored plans most vital for the rebellion's victory. My father can retrieve the plans therein, but I must ask thee to take the droid and bring him unto Alderaan with care. The desperate hour is now upon us. Please, I beg thee, sir. Oh, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, help. Thou art my only hope. Okay, now what do I click?
That was wow. I am not going to cast you as Titania.
Oh.
No. Okay. I will cast you. I'm not even going to cast you in Midsummer Night's Dream. You know what? Your talent is wasted on that show.
Oh.
Yeah. God, no. You are going to be in Macbeth, Death by Fluffy Kittens.
Oh my God.
Yes. You shall be Spear Carrier number 4.
Oh my God, that's so incredible! I didn't even know they were in it.
I know, or Lady Macbeth. Either way, like you decide. Spear Carrier number 4, Lady Macbeth. All right.
Do I have time to think about it?
You do. Just let me know by the end of the show. All right.
Okay, I have that script somewhere.
All right. And now we're going to go. And now we're going to bring in our next guests, also friends of the show who have been on Shakespeare's Coffee Break. Welcome to the Zenith Players. Hello. Now, do you have an audition piece for me?
Well,
you've both actually been in my show before, so.
Under the Bus with TJ. I will audition for the role of the lady who throws her husband under the bus.
I like this. That's weirdly Lady Macbeth, but I already gave it to Jade. I'm so sorry. Yeah. All right. And our final guest that we're bringing in today. Oh, sorry. Hello again. Our final guest that we're bringing in today is the pride of Ireland, Mr. Matthew Young. Hello.
Hello, friends. How are we all doing today? How are you doing, Master Shakespeare?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great, Matty. And I see that you've already begun the drinking. Well done, you.
Oh, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning, friend. I mean, don't you know that?
That's a. You know what? That is a really good point. So well done. All right, and you're going to be entertaining us with songs and also how to properly drink beer and whiskey.
That's true. That is very true. I've got a multitude of talents, not just musical.
Very good. And you're going to be doing your show immediately after this show.
That's right. This is the pregame for my own happy hour. That's going to be happening on my page, the Pride of Ireland Facebook page.
All right,
so if you like some of the music that you hear come follow me over there when we're done.
Yeah, go do it. In fact, just go like them right now. But let's bring everyone into the conversation. Hello, friends. Hello.
Hi.
Everyone's here together because we're all in this together. That was, you know what? I've already complained about it on my show, but that was a terrible way to end that Disney sing-along.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, if they're aiming it for 25 and under, then I guess, but it didn't move me. Like, I thought it would have been a good way to open the show.
Yes.
And then, go into, like, because they had the Bublé and Demi Lovato, Dream Is Your Wish Your Heart Makes. That was a nice way to end it. I mean, but it was like almost like a post-lude. I don't know. Disney, come at me. Come at me. I mean, you're already going to come at me because Jade read from your book.
It happened.
Oh, good. So while you were doing that, I was
back.
looking for the opening monologue.
It's in here.
I know, it's on page 1.
These are ridiculous, by the way.
They're
And they've
so
done
good.
all 9 movies now.
Aren't they great? He's now doing Ian Desha is the author. He's now doing the Rebel Strike for Rogue One.
Oh,
Rogue
cool.
One. That's the weird way of how I got there. All right. So what's everyone drinking tonight?
Well, I'm drinking Darnley's View gin, named
Darnley?
after
Oh,
Lord
Mr.
Darnley.
Mr. Darnley.
Of Queen Mary?
Mary, Queen of Scots.
Mary, Queen of Scots. Saw him showing up at the castle, and
Yeah, she married him.
Oh,
That's
look, a guy, and they made a
First
The
husband.
technical term.
technical term.
He just showed up.
Hanging out in the castle, just meandering about.
Yeah, they were cousins. Yep. Nothing weird about that.
That's hot.
Yeah. And Claire, what do you have?
A very cheap prosecco with and it's pink.
Not pink. Pink is good. Jade, what do you have going on tonight?
I have a mug that I forgot to put water in.
Classy. Good job.
Very nice.
See, you
I
didn't have
didn't
to tell
think
us
it through.
that, but there you go.
Usually
Matthew.
I'm drinking diet water, which is water without ice in it.
Very. That's good. Yeah, you gotta. My water is now carb free.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, I know, right?
very fancy.
And Maddie, what do you got there?
I've got I'm starting off with Michter's single barrel Kentucky rye bourbon, and chasing it with a local brew from here in Texas, where I'm at right now. This is from Rabbit Hole Brewing Company. It is their bourbon barrel aged midnight snark. So bourbon on bourbon, nothing wrong with that.
Bourbon on bourbon.
Yeah.
The bourbon story. I like this. All right.
Like, yeah.
2 bourbons, both
Two
lacking
bourbons.
dignity.
Oh.
2 bourbons of Verona. All right.
That needs to happen.
All right.
This is
But
a bourbon which I see before me.
is this a bourbon I see before me? No, it's a whiskey. It's a malt liquor. All right. So, as you're taking a sip of your whiskey there, Matt, how about you give us a little bit of a lesson in how to properly taste the whiskey? Because you do whiskey and beer tastings.
More beer than whiskey. I'm working on my whiskey tastings and my whiskey knowledge. I spent some time in Kentucky last year at the Kentucky Renaissance Festival, and I got to sample some amazing bourbons. there. There's some wonderful Irish whiskeys in the world. Not just the Jamesons that we all know of. Actually, the my glass that you can see is from Glendalough Distillery, Glendalough, and it is a Wicklow-based distillery in Ireland, and they make amazing gin. That's how they got started, making gin with Wicklow mountain water and fresh herbs harvested from the Wicklow Mountains. But they also do an amazing single malt whiskey and a blended poitín of barley and beet sugar. But whiskeys and bourbons. Bourbon is has to be made in Kentucky to be called a bourbon. It's just like champagne in France. And I put a single cube of ice, just a little bit of water, if on a good bourbon, just to give it just to open the flavors up. It's kind of like a scotch. And for that type of thing, I don't know as much. I'm working on those skills, aside from the fact that I enjoy it. Cheers.
Sláinte.
Mm-hmm. But beer I know a lot more about, if you want me to expound into that realm.
Let's do that, but in just a little bit. So you've been expounding on the whiskey here, and thank you for that. And you're also going to be joining us for a song or nine. So you're our cheap entertainment tonight. So
I mean, a little bourbon goes a long way.
Right. And Jade, my friend, my love, my light, my winged fantasy. Oh, don't bend your wings. Jade, what have you been up to lately?
I have been keeping my YouTube series going, Just Ask Jade, the show where you can ask a drag queen anything. And I've had to get creative. I actually did my first interview over Zoom last night. So
Ooh.
I'm going to start doing those more often. I think that'll be fun. Other than that, tonight I am judging a burlesque competition.
Ooh.
It's called Burley Picks Philly. It is an annual competition. They have moved to doing the competition online. I've actually seen all the performances already, and it was really difficult to judge because everybody was so good.
Well, that's a very good problem to have.
Exactly. It's a good problem to have, but it's also an awkward problem to have because I had to write out score sheets and but I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to actually meet a lot of the people performing in it because most of them I've never met before.
Well, all right. Well, then it's a very exciting time for everyone here.
Yeah.
Well, wonderful. And then the Zenith Players. Oh, my goodness. Claire Bochenek, T.J. Reissner. Zenith Players, tell us about what's going on in your universe.
Well, we like to say that we never closed. We just went online.
Indeed.
Before everything happened, we were rehearsing 12th Night in Antarctica. And then we decided we're going to make the best of a situation that none of us can really help. So who wants to do an online reading? And it kind of spiraled from there. And we've just been doing some online reader series. So every Saturday we do Shakespeare. And we're working our way right now through the comedies. And then we had some requests for things other than Shakespeare. And TJ's been writing.
We've been doing, I've been adapting The Hound of the Baskervilles. We just had our first episode, so the first 2 chapters of the book we read on Monday, and then next Monday we'll read the next 2 chapters. This just 2 days ago on Wednesday we had a sonnet slam to benefit.
That was a very good time to be a part of too.
Yeah, and you were there.
It was amazing.
We raised enough money to, according to Feeding America, provide 11,000 meals to families in need,
which
food banks and
is
whatnot.
Ridiculous because you do the math, it comes to 10 cents a meal. It's like,
yes.
Yeah.
It's like, what kind of crazy wholesale prices are they getting? That's amazing.
It's my understanding that they most of the food that food banks were getting came from restaurants and farms, and with everything coming to a screeching halt, that they weren't able to access that anymore. So Feeding America has kind of been going to farms directly that haven't been able to sell to restaurants and trying to disperse that way. So they've had to get creative as well. So Yeah, we're just kind of trying to keep the theater community as together as we possibly can be, because it's a great group of people, and we want to like put as much positivity out there as we can right now, because we all need it. We need it.
Absolutely, and doing amazing work. And then you have another show tomorrow night.
We do.
The Merry Wives of Windsor.
Merry Wives of Windsor. Is it good? Is it going to be starring anybody I know?
Yes, in fact, you and I will be both playing foreigners to England. You will be playing Sir Hugh Evans, a Welsh parson. I will be playing Dr. Caius, a French.
I was Dr. Caius about 13 or 14 years ago.
Ah.
That is too funny. Yep.
Yeah, I had a really weird, sad midlife crisis ponytail going on too.
I'll see what I can do by tomorrow.
Do it.
Quarantine hair.
Your hair is shaggy enough that you could probably just do like a clip-in or something there.
It's not quite that. It used to be way back in the day. I used to have enough that I could like.
Could you man
do a little
bun it
bun,
tomorrow?
but that's about it.
Man bun it.
I don't have enough anymore, unfortunately.
We're theater people. We have wigs.
Matt wants you to man bun it. Look at Matt. Look at how giddy he is. Matt wants you to man bun this.
I want to see it. Like
that. Don't do it for me. Do it for Matt. Do it for the pride of Ireland.
I'll see what I can do just for Ireland.
I'll see what I can do about whiskey, TJ. It's your favorite.
Well, we're gonna break for a moment to pay some bills, and we're gonna come back with some music, and then we're all just gonna be talking about wonderful projects and all that, and then learning about beer and everything. But and then we also have some wonderful comments from people in the group. Basically, it all boils down to Jade. They all love your wings.
Oh, thank you.
That's what all of the comments at the moment boil down to.
It?
Yep.
Nobody likes my hair.
We can. You know what? Now that you've mentioned it, they're going to talk about it.
Oh, good. I'm going to go put on different hair during the commercial break.
Oh, please do. Oh my God.
Oh yes.
All right. Well, let's pay some bills. Friends, today's show is brought to you by Hill Storage and Rigging Company. Hill Storage and Rigging. They are located in Middletown, Pennsylvania. Family owned and operated since 1967. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing your equipment is in skilled and experienced hands, with services from our machine movers and erectors in Middletown, PA. They are a full-service millwright serving industries in the Mid-Atlantic states and beyond. Woman-owned small business. You can contact them by going to hillrigging.com. That's HILLRIGGING.com, or calling them at 717-944-7676. That web address again is hillrigging.com, and the phone number is 717-944-7676. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays and Sundays by appointment only. And I'd like to thank them so very much for being the sponsor of the show. And if you would like to sponsor this show, you can, I have it somewhere. Oh, there we go. You can email me, Shakespeare@shakespeareapproves.com. You want to sell random masks or Star Trek toys? I don't know why I had this available to me. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's a big thing coming up. Maybe it's just important to me. I don't know. Maybe this is an original toy from 1987. Who knows? But I will sell you stuff. Send me an email, Shakespeare@shakespeareapproves.com, and throw into the subject line that you would like to advertise here on the show. But speaking of this show, holy smokes, we are live right now with all my friends. We have the Zenith Players, the Pride of Ireland. We have Jade Devere, who did change her hair because she's magical. She said it was a wig, but we all know that she's a magical fairy queen.
True. Very true.
And it changes colors and everything.
That is so pretty.
So pretty. Yeah.
Webster wigs. Ooh, I couldn't have lifted that up. You could see all the lace. That was great.
Yep, there we go.
That's hot.
Don't let us see behind the curtain. Let us live in the fantasy.
There we go.
But ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage from his home in Texas at this moment, Mr. Conway Twitty.
Ah!
Sorry, lords and ladies, Matthew Young, the pride of Ireland.
Yes. And because I am the pride of Ireland, at least at Renaissance festivals all over the country, I have a superpower of turning every gathering that I go to into an Irish pub with a song just like this. Well, you're walking through a city street, you could be in Peru. You hear a distant calling and you know it's meant for you. Then you drop what you are doing, you join the merry mob, and before you know just where you are, you're in an Irish pub. They've got one in Honolulu, they've got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job, 'cause wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Now their design is fairly simple, it usually works the same. You got Razor Hilton scoring in the Ireland-England game, and you know you're in an Irish pub the minute you're in the door. For a couple of lads with forearms will be murdering Christy Moore. They've got one in Honolulu, they've got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job, 'cause wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Now it's time for me to go, I have to catch me train. So I leave you sitting at the bar to face the wind and rain. Now have that pint you owe me, I've not gone on the dry. When we meet next week in Frankfurt in the fields of Athenry. They've got one in Honolulu, they've got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job, 'cause wherever you go around the world, you find an Irish pub. Yes, wherever you go around the world, you find an Irish pub. Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious! Yes, that was amazing.
So
Holy smoke! Oh my gosh! And Matthew, is that song on one of your albums available on Bandcamp at irishroots.bandcamp.com?
You know, I have not recorded that one yet. However, there are plenty of songs that I will be playing. A couple of songs. If I've got one more, there will definitely be one that is on my Bandcamp page. But there are plenty of songs to be found on that Bandcamp page.
And this helps you specifically, me specifically, but also anyone else out there who has albums. Any of our friends who have albums that are on Bandcamp. Bandcamp is waiving their share of the money today. So if like you sell an album for $7, you're gonna get all $7 today.
Yeah.
That goes to midnight Pacific, I believe.
Midnight Pacific tonight.
Excellent. So, folks, today is the best day for another month to buy albums. So go buy albums from Matt Young, irishroots.bandcamp.com. He'll get the entire thing of whatever you're paying. And if you want to pay him extra, you can too, because Bandcamp does allow you to tip.
It does.
Yes. So we're going to bring that back up on the screen periodically. And that was a beautiful song. Well done.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
And they are just applauding right now. It is amazing. They're just applauding. The little applauding emoji. Everyone is on there. So great. Oh my goodness. Now let's move over. Did you change your hair again?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know magic. What? I'm just going to assume I'm either drinking not enough or way too much. Either way.
Both of those answers are correct.
Yeah. Oh, they're both correct.
Both are correct.
So it's Schrodinger's mug?
Yes.
Schrodinger's booze.
Yes, it is both empty and full at the same time, having drunk both not enough and too much at the same time. Until we find out. All right. But Jade, let's talk about Ask a Drag Queen and your story hours.
Oh, absolutely. So my YouTube channel, I've found over the years of doing drag that people have a lot of misconceptions about what drag is. So
are you actually racing cars? Are you racing cars, Jade?
I am not racing cars, no.
But that's what drag means, Jade.
That you are correct. That is one form of drag that I do not do. That's my husband's drag.
Seriously, Derek races cars?
Oh my God, he's definitely a car person.
I did not know this.
Yeah.
Wow, cool. Randomly called it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So tell us more.
So basically, there's a lot of misconception. This wig is not what I meant to throw on, but oh well.
Work it, girl.
Fine. She's fine. There are a lot of misconceptions about what drag is and what drag is not. So I answer from my point of view. People can email me anything. You can email me at ijustaskjade@gmail.com, and I will answer your question. The only thing I don't answer are the ones that are a little too inappropriate, a little too not PG rated, because drag, that's not the kind of drag I do. And I'm judging a burlesque competition tonight.
As one does.
I also do drag story times. I did one yesterday where I dressed up as a Vulcan science officer and I read, where is it?
Pixar, it didn't happen. Pixar, it didn't happen.
I read too many tribbles.
Oh my God. Okay, we're going to go back to the full shot here because you need to see everyone's faces. We were all just like, yay. Matt was sitting on his bottle lounger like, I mean, oh my God.
There's also I Am Spock.
Oh.
And I Am Kirk.
I want to read I Am Kirk. I ordered it.
Oh, did you?
I did. I have the outfit and everything. Like I have a wig I use as when I cosplay as Gilderoy Lockhart because I do. Yeah.
Well, you can.
Yeah, because I can. And I figured it would also be a really good Chris Pine version of Captain Kirk wig.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll shave for it too. Jade, if you want me to do this for you, I will.
I think we should team up one day. I'll read I Am Spock once I get my Discovery uniform. I ordered it.
That's what I have. That's the jacket I have. I have the Discovery version of the Enterprise captain's uniform.
Yep, I have the science one coming.
It's my favorite version. Out of every version of that era, that is my favorite version. I'm sorry, people who aren't into this. It's so great. Oh, people also loving your eyeshadow, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I'm wearing the Jeffree Star Mini Breaker palette today.
Jeffree Star Mini Breaker palette. Jeffree Star Mini Breaker palette. If you'd like to sponsor the show, you go ahead too.
Come on, Jeffree Star, get with it.
All right, yeah. But as you were saying,
I don't know what I would say. No, I'm trying to do story times. I'm just trying to keep myself active because I've been out of work for 2 months now, and I'm getting really bored.
Yes, but people can support you by going to your Venmo as well, which is just on Venmo, Jade Devere. Because you're Jade Devere everywhere.
All one word, JADEDEVERE.
And that is right here. You can go to venmo.com/Jade Devere and also find Jade on YouTube. She sent me the link, but it's a really crazy long link. Jade, you just need to simplify that link.
Oh, I think it comes up as Just Ask Jade.
Oh, Just Ask Jade. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, put in Jade Devere on YouTube and you're going to find her there. And we're going to put that up as well. And Matt, if you would like to tell us about some beer as we're ending this first half hour.
Certainly. So I can definitely bring up this glass and talk a little about beer because I, aside from playing music for several years, I was a professional brewer and beer taster. I started the beer tasting show at the Scarborough Renaissance Festival, and that's always been lovely. So let's talk about beer for a minute. So when you pick up a glass of beer, what your the basic components, according to the German beer purity laws, 1548, beer is to consist of water, barley, usually specifically barley. Then there was a addendum to add wheat into it if you wanted to, hops, and then yeast. So those four combined is what the basic premise of any beer. Now, there's a lot of different ways from those to create a beer. There's a gluten-free beers with different grains and things like that, and different styles and things you can add into it. I brewed a beer this past weekend with ginger in it. I'm really excited to see how that turns out. But
you brewed a beer and you liked it.
I really hope I like it. And hopefully I brewed it with the ability to make it mostly gluten-free. So anyone that's like not celiac can pretty much drink it if they have gluten intolerance. That's the hope on that, fingers crossed. So when we're talking about beer, the best way to get a taste of a beer, the first thing you want to do is smell it, because aroma plays a big part in any really good beer. So, and don't be afraid to put your whole face in the glass. Like I'm not even joking. Like with this particular beer, because it's a bourbon barrel aged imperial stout, you're going to get a lot of barrel character. There's going to be a lot of bourbon in there, but it's also going to get some roast character from the stout. Pretty boozy because, you know, barrels, and it's a high alcohol beer to begin with. So you still get a lot of that barrel character, but a little bit of that char, but it's also mixing with like the coffee and like dark chocolate that the roasted grains bring to the beer. It's not going to be a really hoppy beer. It's like going to be a very bitter beer. It's going to be very malt forward with this style. Then of course, you know, you want to look at it. If it wasn't pitch black, but if you hold it up to light, you'll notice it actually has some red coloring to it. Some amber highlights around the edge of the glass. And then of course, well, you want to taste it. Oh man, and I do love that beer. You get you want to talk about mouthfeel, whether or not it's a light-bodied beer, more heavy, medium-bodied beer. That's going to be more of the heavy, medium body beer. And yeah, put your face in the glass. Hashtag. And yeah, it's going to be
what I live for. I live for hashtags.
And I love you for it. And I love you for it, Master Shakespeare. But yeah, I'm getting it's a fairly sweet malt beer, but it's also got a decently dry finish. It's not cloying. It's got good flavor. It's very robust, but it finishes with a little bit of bourbon on the back end, but it doesn't linger very long. So it's something that you can drink fairly well, which, considering this is like a 10.5% beer, you have to be pretty careful of, or you're going to be a little bit in your cups before you realize it. But yeah, that's the basic premise of drinking any beer.
Excellent, very good. Thanks for Jade. You look different. Oh my goodness! I didn't bring your mic back live. You look fabulous. Oh my god.
This is my 90s hair.
Yeah, a little bit. You're like a Barbie girl living in a Barbie
I'm getting
world.
like Christina Aguilera vibes.
Right.
So,
My butterfly clip.
it's so good.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. I just love it so very much. Oh my gosh. You are putting way too much work into this show tonight.
It's so
The
good.
funny thing is, anytime the camera pans away from me, what you don't see is me hauling my butt upstairs to get another wig.
I am watching it, and I wish the people at home could just see what I see, because the camera goes off you, and you're like, whoa!
Literally, the last one was.
It was amazing. It was all one fluid motion. Oh my goodness gracious! But now let's talk with the Zenith Players about all of the amazing work that they're doing live Shakespeare readings, using actors from all over the world. Zenith Players. Oh my God, we have the stage manager / casting director and artistic director. Goodness gracious, how are you doing tonight?
We're great.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm glad. Show's over.
So, yeah. But yeah, we're excited for Merry Wives of Windsor coming up. You know what's really interesting is to see the Shakespeare plays that aren't performed as frequently, and this like almost cult following that they have, where like people come out of nowhere. They're like, "You're doing Love's Labor's Lost." And they're like, "I need to be involved in that."
Jade mentioned having
Jade
a lot
not there. Jade's already left.
He's gone. All right, bye, Jade. She mentioned good problems to have. So many people have sent us emails. And by the way, if you want to be involved, send us an email at casting@zenithplayers.com.
Oh, I will throw that on there.
And so many people have sent us emails that we have this enormous list of people that we can call upon, which is great and a great problem to have.
Like,
because
we will get you in.
Yeah,
it just might take a show or two before we can like.
As you might know, there are only so many roles in a play, and it takes some time. But we've had actors at one time in New Jersey, in Denmark, and in Australia, all together in one room.
On Zoom.
On Zoom. Not in the same room. That would be very bad social distancing. All on Zoom at the same time reading Macbeth, actually.
You said it.
I did. I said it.
That's okay. I'll allow it. I'll allow it because we're talking about it, and there's also no production physically happening in your space, so it's allowed.
There we go. Yeah, it's been really exciting. The Sonnet Slam got us a whole bunch of people that were otherwise just unaware we existed. We are just a small theater group in New Jersey that really not that many people outside of the state know about. And it's been really interesting just posting in some like Shakespeare groups that, hey, we're here. We are looking for other volunteers. And seeing the response that just comes flooding in. We're like, hey, I live in Texas. I'd like to read a sonnet. And yes, please join us. We'd love to have you. It's just been very, very nice to just be able to escape for a few hours and almost feel a little bit like you're in the theater again. And in a way, it does bring back radio theater, which kind of fell out of fashion, but I saw on one of your coffee breaks the other day, you had somebody that's doing radio plays.
Oh yes, Dan Wenzel with the Seat of Our Pants Players.
Yeah, and it's great. And we're able to turn our attention now to just kind of the spoken word and how it makes us feel and how it can move us. And I think it's really interesting, kind of just from my own personal nerdy standpoint. But it's just been really heartwarming to see.
That is wonderful. And so tomorrow you're doing Merry Wives of Windsor, which is the 7th week, I believe you're doing.
7th week
of
Shakespeare.
7th week of Shakespeare. And there's, 36, 38 plays that you could do. I mean, we're forever and anon discovering a new one. So you can, if quarantine takes us to Christmas, you're there. So you're fine.
We're working our way through it, and then we can always just make TJ write some new ones.
You know what? I'm working right now. No joke and no lie. I am working right now on a. What? Jade, you look different.
It's so good.
So good.
I love it so much.
So good.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
That's the last of the easy wigs. All the other ones would take so much more work.
Where's your makeup artist?
Right.
Oh, I was just gonna say, have the team right outside that door. Just like, all right, here we go.
Right.
All right. But I'm actually, no joke, working on my own Elizabethan style play of it's probably going to in the end be a trilogy of Elizabeth I. Ooh. And I want to focus the first one on her accession and love affair with Leicester. So yeah, part of me wants to call it, just stay with the Shakespeare tradition and just name it Queen Elizabeth I. So it's just, you have King Henry V and King Richard III, and part of me wants to call it Bess and Robin.
Oh.
Yeah, but that would be a very more modern title convention for that. But
I guess it depends if it's a comedy or a history.
Yeah, the thing is, I want it kind of how Henry V has wonderful comic elements in terms of the Welsh captain, whose name is escaping me at the moment. Leeks is good. I'm sorry?
There's only like 4 names in Wales, so you could probably just guess.
But I know the Irish captain is Captain Jamie, and the Welsh captain I want to say is Llewellyn, but I think that's wrong. I don't know. But that's one of the names. Yes, but I want and that has comedy in it, and as does Richard III. Richard III has some great comedy in it. And just kind of follow that. So I want to let the finished play tell me what it is.
Yes.
Yeah, and just I want to see where we go with it, and then I want to bring Glenda Jackson out of retirement and play Elizabeth.
I saw
By the
Glenda
way,
Jackson
Jade
here.
introduced me to Glenda Jackson.
Did I really?
Yeah, nearly 20 years ago. Yes. You
The
introduced
Elizabeth R series.
Yeah, you introduced me to her, and she was a delight. And the gentleman playing Lester was so extra. It was amazing. It was just wonderful. But Zenith Players, you can be found, since you're mostly online, as your main Facebook page says, you didn't move, you just went online. Found facebook.com/Zenith Players, and you can donate to the Zenith Players by going to zenithplayers.com/donations.php. You can do that. But let's take another quick break for our sponsor. We're going to pay some bills again right now. And we are going to go, if I can find the right button, there we are, back to Hill Storage and Rigging Company. Hill Storage and Rigging Company in Middletown, Pennsylvania. Full service millwright serving industries in the mid-Atlantic states and beyond. Doing machinery moving. Lowered, raised, maneuvered, secured, transported, and repositioned in the process. They will store your equipment and machinery at their facility in Middletown, Pennsylvania. Because of their experience, promptness, and through cleanups, clients continue to request their services. Even more, they're extremely safety conscious and keep up to date on OSHA standards. Learn more about the company and exceptional services by going to hillrigging.com. Call them at 717-944-7676. Hillrigging.com. Family owned and operated since 1967. A woman-owned business. And again, if you want to advertise here on Shakespeare's Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour, or on my normal daily show Monday through Thursdays, Shakespeare's Coffee Break, email me, shakespeare@shakespeareapproves.com. All right, friends, we are live, going into our final quarter of the show of Shakespeare's Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour. Here are my friends. We've got the Zenith Players. We've got the Pride of Ireland. We've got Jade Devere. What is happening now?
So good. That victory roll.
So good.
Oh, my
Right?
God. So
It's
good.
good.
Oh my goodness gracious, you're ready to accept some chocolates and stockings from the boys over in Europe.
What if at a key moment in the game, oops, my uniform bursts open and my bosoms come flying out?
Do you
That would
honestly
For a crowd, wouldn't it?
do you honestly believe that there is a man in America who hasn't seen your bosoms?
Wait, are we still acting?
For a moment I thought you were just surprised that I knew the follow-up line.
I love that movie so much.
Oh my god, it's one of my favorites.
That movie calmed me down so much before a race one time. I just was like, I'm going to watch this. I'm going to zone. There's no crying.
There's no crying. There's no crying in baseball.
I have
Alright.
that uniform upstairs.
Oh.
Matt's about to sing a song.
You've got time.
I can't sing it. Like I cannot write a song about that. I kind of want to right now.
I really do. You know
Right.
what? It already exists.
No.
Madonna wrote it. This used to be my playground.
Oh.
Used to be.
This used to be my childhood dream. Oh wow, we are 90s kids. Raise your hands. All right. All right. All right. But ladies and gentlemen, here coming from an undisclosed secure location in Texas.
Oh.
Once
Glad you're picking
again,
this guitar back up.
once again, we have Mr. Matthew Young, the Pride of Ireland.
Thank you very much, Master Shakespeare. And this song you can find on my Bandcamp page, the title track of my album Water, Hops, and Grains, which you can purchase along with all the other discs there, including my full digital discography. And this one is the title track of that album. When the human race first started out, we had nothing to prove. Just roaming round from place to place with bugger out to do. Until one day some rain fell into a bowl of barley grain. And since that one miraculous day, we have been the same. It will cure you of all your ills and steal away your pain. That lovely elixir, that magical mixture of water, hops, and grain. farce. We start by mashing grain, then boiling hops and pigeon yeast. Those microscopic animals, those mouths will sponge in peace. And then the turns this mixture into the drink we love so dear. For they take that sugary water and transform it into. So we'll cure you of all your ills and steal away your pain. That lovely elixir, that magical mixture of water, hops, and rain. Then, like a scourge upon the land, the dreaded prohibition came. It touted our nation's downfall, and booze it was to blame. Our casks were smashed for all to see, likewise our barrels drained. Till the people shouted in one voice, destroy its grand refrain. It will cure you of all your ills and steal away your pain. That lovely elixir, that magical mixture of water, hops, and rain. Oh, from the golden German lager to the black imperial stout, there's a beer for every land, lass, I'll say without a doubt. For as the poet Glenn O'Brien said, though you do the best you can with things that's blacker than the night, a pint of plain's your only man. It will cure you of all your ills and steal away your pain. That lovely elixir, that magical mixture of water, hops, and rain. Yes, it will cure you of all your ills, steal away your pain. That lovely elixir, the magical mixture, the cure all the picture. Now buy me a pitcher of water, hops, and grain. Yay, beer!
Oh, that was wonderful. Woo!
Thank you very much. One of my own writings.
Oh, my goodness, Lord, that was amazing. Lords and ladies, non-binary friends, gentles, all. That is Matthew Young, The Pride of Ireland. The album is on irishroots.bandcamp.com. And today, until midnight Pacific, that is 3 a.m. Eastern time, or if you are watching in Europe, tomorrow morning, you can get it duty-free, no Bandcamp fees right now. So that means the artists get the entire amount of that. So and we need that. And Jade, whilst you were gone, I created you a new hashtag.
Yes. Accurate.
Yeah, I had another one that was gonna be good. I just deleted it, but I thought you were honestly about to go put on the Rockford Peaches outfit, so I created 2 hashtags. One that said Rockford Peaches, and the other one said "This used to be my playground."
Nice.
But I'm just telling you about it because I saw you come back in with just your Dame Edna hair, and
that is some Texas hair going on right now.
This is. I spent a pretty penny on this hair, and this was the wig that I was like, nah, it's going to be too complicated to throw on. I just can't move a lot.
No, but you shouldn't have to with that.
She's heavy.
Things just need to be brought to you.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sadly, my husband is still at work, so.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, I as we're wrapping up, I just want to thank all of you for joining me here on the show today. You've been delightful. You've played together so very nicely as well. I like knowing amazing people. Do you have any final things that you want to talk about, Push? And Matt, I'll start with you. You go ahead.
Yeah, well, I am in the midst of writing a new album right now, and that my people on my Patreon page are getting early access to all the scratch tracks and the creative process of that. So if you want to be included in that, go to www.patreon.com/MattYoungIrishRoots, and you'll be able to donate whatever you can, if you can, and become part of the early access to the brand new album coming out called On Winding Road and Rolling Sea.
Fantastic. Zenith Players.
Yes, tomorrow, Merry Wives of Windsor. Monday, Hound of the Baskervilles.
And that's going to be a weekly thing. That's being released as a serial, much as the original novel was published.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
If you happen to find us on YouTube and you subscribe to us, it will really help us because you need a certain number of subscribers in order to change one of those ridiculous YouTube links.
You need to get to it 101.
101, yeah. We're not quite there yet, but
yeah.
If people subscribe, we will, and we'll be able to have a real, like, professional YouTube link.
Well done. And it allows you to start monetizing too.
It does. In the meantime, if you head to our donations page, 100% of those donations go to show-related costs. In this case, the various subscriptions that let us keep doing these readings.
Wonderful. And Jade, what have you got for us with your amazing Texas hair?
I'm going to keep doing my YouTube show, Just Ask Jade. You can find it by just typing in Just Ask Jade in the search bar. If you have any questions that you've always wanted to ask a drag queen, you can send them anonymously either through my website, which is www.jadedevere.com, or you can email me directly at ijustaskjade@gmail.com. If you'd like to tip me for all of the shenanigans I did today, my Venmo is Jade Devere, all one word, JADEDEVERE.
All right. And you can find Jade's information right here at jadedevere.com, venmo.com/Jade Devere with her show on YouTube, Just Ask Jade. Matt Young, The Pride of Ireland, irishroots.bandcamp.com. And remember, if you buy the album today until 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, he gets all of the money on Bandcamp, and also paypal.me/Pride of Ireland. And the Zenith Players, facebook.com/the Zenith Players, donate, zenithplayers.com/donations. Friends, this has been, this has been Shakespeare's Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour. These are my friends who are here shamelessly self-promoting themselves. Now, thank you, my friends. Now, if you enjoyed this show half as much as I enjoyed performing it, I obviously enjoyed it twice as much as you did, and that is called math. Now, whatever you feel today's show is worth, a 1, a 5, a 10, for a 50, you can get a role in my next show, Julius Caesar, Beware the Ides of March of the Penguins. That will be on May 13th, right here on YouTube and Facebook. Or you can also, roles are available in I almost said The Tempest. I'm not doing The Tempest yet. In Midsummer Night's Dream, A Gay Old Time, which will be on June 3rd, or Macbeth, Death by Fluffy Kittens on June 24th. Macbeth, Death by Fluffy Kittens will be starring this pretty lady right here as either Spear Carrier number 4 or Lady Macbeth. Did you make up your mind who you want to be?
I think I'll go with Lady Macbeth.
All right, you got it. That's a good choice. That's a good choice. All right. And Matt Young and the Zenith Players, they've all been involved, and they're all going to be involved again. And Matt did an amazing version of an original composition of mine, so that was heartwarming. But friends, you can go to, if you want to support my show, support this show, you can go to coffee.com/Shakespeare. That's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare, and buy me a cup of coffee. Over there, you can also commission me to write you an original sonnet. Yes, I do that. It's fun and weird. You can also become my patron by going to patreon.com/Shakespeare for some extra goodies. But friends, Matt Young isn't the only one who's going to be singing on tonight's show. I, against the advice of my imaginary friend Larry, and my sock and buskins over there, they said, don't do this, but I'm going to do it because James Corden has been ending his shows with a song sometimes, and I think I will too. So from all of us here to all of you, good night. Go over to Matt's Facebook page right now, Pride of Ireland, and watch his beer show right now. Make sure he's mouthing at you right now.
It's the Pride of Ireland.
Oh, the Pride of Ireland.
The makes a lot of difference.
Oh, the Pride of Ireland. Pride of Ireland is different entirely. So facebook.com/the Pride of Ireland, and go do that. But friends, from us to you, from me to you, always know that as long as we need to be here, we are here for you because you are here for us. And I love you, you love me. There's mutual glorious affection. And now, good night, my friends. Lay by my side and we'll sail away, off to the shores of another day. All set to go once I hear you say, good night, my friend. Until the morning, up we will float as we close our eyes. Stars all around us like fireflies. Just me and you drifting through the skies. Good night, my friend. Not a thought, not a care. Resting safe and sound with each other there. And so we'll rock on our nighttime ride, cozy and warm on the rolling tide, till we arrive on the morning side, our journey's end. Good night, sleep tight, we're all gonna be alright. Good night, my friend. Good night, everybody. We love you. You love us. There's mutual glorious affection. We'll see you all soon. Head over to Matt's channel right now to watch him drink beer and sing some more songs. Bye-bye.